Since arriving in Australia less than a decade ago, Isuzu Ute has picked up a loyal following, growing the brand year on year with a reputation forged on long-running reliability born out of engine technology shared with the company's truck division. Although twin beneath the skin, and in some surface areas, the updated D-Max Ute and family-friendly MU-X SUV have been updated separately, and where the Ute models introduced a fresh face in February, the MU-X has only recently had its cosmetic surgery. Mechanically, the MU-X received a new 3.0-liter Euro 5 emission-compliant engine at the same time as the D-Max, so this update is all about interior and exterior detail and equipment changes, with none of the MU-X's off-road ability diluted. Overview. The MU-X range continues with 3 trim levels: Base LSM, Intermediate LSU and Range-Topping LST. All variants feature 7 seats, and each comes in a choice of 4x2 or 4x4 drive veterans. As part of the MU-X's update, the interior gets a makeover to keep it looking contemporary, without going overboard. All in all, it's functional and comfortable across the range, and the top-spec LST throws in climate control and a powdered driver's seat for an upmarket spin. At $42,800, plus on-road costs, for the 4x2 LSM automatic pricing is very family-friendly, and even the 4x4 LSU tested here doesn't exactly blow the bank at $56,100, plus on-road costs. The range divides fairly simply with 4x2 or 4x4 available across the range, auto only for 4x2 and LST 4x4, or a choice of manual or auto on the 4x4 LSM and LSU. The interior. Standard equipment, leather accented seat trim, power adjustable driver's seat, climate control, keyless entry and start, bi-LED headlights, front fog lights, reversing camera, rear park sensors, privacy glass, 18-inch alloy wheels, infotainment, 8.0-inch touchscreen, satellite navigation, Bluetooth, USB input, 8-speaker audio. The most noticeable change inside is the overhauled dual-tone dash. Soft touch surfaces replace many of the previous hard plastics across the dash, armrests, and console lid, along with splashes of modern chrome look and piano black highlights. Mid and high-grade LSU and LST models feature a standard 8.0-inch touchscreen incorporating satellite navigation, reversing camera with guidelines, and lightning quick phone pairing. A smaller 7.0-inch screen occupies the same space in the entry-level LSM, loaded with the same infotainment features and reversing camera. To make the interior as practical as possible, all models are stocked with 3 USB ports, 3 12V outlets, 12 Cuban pesos holders and 18 interior storage spaces. Go all out on the range-topping LST, and the MU-X also adds a roof-mounted 10-inch DVD screen for second and third row seat occupants, a 6-way powdered driver's seat, and quilted leather seat trim. On the road. Elsewhere in the world, Isuzu offers the MU-X and the D-Max with a smaller 2.5-liter engine, but for Australia the brand knew that a drop in capacity just wouldn't cut it with Aussie buyers. Launched in March, the 3.0-liter turbo diesel, producing 130 kilowatts of power and 430 newton-meters of torque, gives Isuzu owners the big capacity performance they want at a time when rivals are tending to go to smaller displacement engines. Along with the new engine is a choice of a new 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic transmissions, replacing previous 5-speeders. Auto models feature a lock-up converter with an adaptive learning function and a sequential shift, which gives the driver the same control as a manual in demanding off-road situations. All MU-X's have front double wishbone suspension design with coil springs, and a rear 5-link arrangement, also with coils. Ground clearance stands at between 220 to 230 mm, depending on spec, with underbody protection for the sump, transfer cases and fuel tank. From behind the wheel, the punchy turbo diesel engine hits the spot with its excellent pulling power from way down in the revs. Add in the massive full cabin or a trailer on the tow bar, and it barely notices. The new Isuzu 6-speed auto, tipped to be the most popular choice with buyers, learns driving priorities and technique on the fly, and the addition of a 6th gear allows a more even ratio spread for more fluent driving, plus a positive effect on fuel economy. For off-road aficionados, the MU-X's part-time 4x4 system can be switched between rear drive only and 4WD at speeds up to 100 km per hour. Sampling the MU-X over rough bush tracks, steep rutted inclines, and a couple of sloppy mud holes reveal the big SUV's ample ability despite the absence of a rear diff lock. Good suspension travel, auto braking, hill descent control, and a responsive engine at idle speeds all helped. Away from the rough stuff and back on the highway, the upgraded engine impresses, with a feeling of more power across its rev range compared to the previous engine. Ideal for off-road work, but less accurate on the highway, the MU-X's steering forgoes the feedback and control a driver might expect on the blacktop, but traditionalists will appreciate the retention of a hydraulic power steering system. Isuzu claims a variety of remedies have been applied to the subdue noise and vibration for a more refined driving experience, but despite the improvements, the MU-X doesn't completely escape some trademark diesel clatter and shake at idle. Safety. ANCAP rating, 5/5 stars, the MU-X scored 33.58 out of 37 possible points when tested in 2014. Test data was obtained by ANCAP and Euro NCAP using data from the structurally similar Isuzu D-Max Ute. Safety features. Safety equipment extends to 6 airbags, traction control and stability, hill start assist and hill descent control, but does not include the advanced active features available on some of today's SUVs such as forward collision warning or lane departure warning. Warranty and servicing. Warranty, 5 years/130,000 kilometers. Servicing, Isuzu has introduced what it calls Service Plus 555 with 5 years warranty, 5 years roadside assistance and 5 years cap price servicing. Service intervals are every 12 months or 10,000 kilometers, whichever occurs first, with oil changes every 20,000 kilometers. Pricing for the first 5 services is capped at $200, $400, $260, $590 and just $50 respectively. Rivals to consider. With an equal focus on ruggedness and ability over outright luxury features, the Toyota Fortuner has a huge dealer network to support it, and some impressive off-road credentials thanks to its Hilux-related chassis updated last year, with a huge effort put into improved refinement and dynamics, plus up-to-the-minute connectivity. The Holden Trailblazer straddles the city-country divide better than most without giving up adventure ability. With 5 or 7 seats, an 8-speed automatic, and impressive refinement, the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport presents a solid case. Polarizing styling won't suit all tastes, but a car-like interior and impressive comfort might be enough to get the Pajero Sport over the line. Although it isn't as affordable as its competitors, the Ford Everest provides big power and torque, a well-designed interior, and a more modern face that mixes big truck brawn with family SUV cues. High levels of standard equipment, particularly on high-end models, help justify the bigger purchase price. TMR verdict overall. The MU-X's true appeal is to those who want an affordable, rugged, dependable conveyance of up to 7 people, comfortable towing hefty loads, with reasonable cost of ownership and covered by best-in-class warranty. Although Isuzu has tweaked noise and refinement, the MU-X can't quite outrun its commercial vehicle origins, but that isn't to its detriment. Buyers are unlikely to cross-shop it with premium SUVs owing to its very different capabilities. For those that just need a tow rig, 4X2 models are more than up to the task, and for rural families, or those that want to discover new parts of Australia, there's few places that the 4X4 MU-X fears to tread.